Good afternoon, everybody. It's Damon Gonzalez from Box Sports. Welcome back this afternoon to the Slip Punches Show. We're very, very happy to be back this afternoon. We have a really nice show going on for you. First thing I want to do, definitely, the 50th anniversary. We're celebrating in boxing heritage. We're celebrating Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. These warriors, these legends had produced some incredible fights for us. And we're very excited that through the years we were able to capture and witness in video, and even our founding fathers, the writers, the photographers, the promoters, people involved through that journey were able to witness such an amazing trilogy. And definitely, may both of them rest in peace, and we love them dearly, and the boxing world loves them dearly. So, with that said, just a couple of shout outs, of course. Definitely want to give a shout out to RX Water. RX Water, official sponsored, powered by the Latin Box Slip Punches Show, and also Empire Pro Tape. We like to thank Empire Pro Tape for being one of our sponsors. So with that said, we have the Valle Brothers coming on with us. I hope I pronounced it right. Valle. The Valle Brothers are coming on with us. They are living in the Tampa area, Land Lakes. So we're excited to have them come on the show, and we want to welcome Marques and Dominic Valle. Valle, ¿verdad que sí?
Yes.
The Valle Brothers to the Slip Punches Show. Good afternoon, fellas. How are you?
Great.
Good. Welcome. We would like to take this time to welcome you to our show. And again, this is a great platform. Starting off knowing that it's fight week, and we're very excited to announce that both you guys will be in the ring. One of you guys making your pro debut, of course. We'll get into that. And this Friday on All-Star Boxing, Boxeo Telemundo series. So it's a very exciting series. It's viewed all over the world. And of course, definitely, Marques, you had the opportunity to fight your debut on Boxeo Telemundo in the bubble. So that was very interesting. And why don't you give us a little chat on how the experience was for you, fighting under the bright lights at Telemundo?
It was great, even though there was no fans or nothing like that. It was a great experience, great way to start my career. And I'm glad to be back. Do it again with my brother.
Definitely. And of course, you guys, Dominic, you're looking at stepping in as a pro, and it's business as usual. It's punching in the clock, going to work, long time waiting. We'll get into, of course, your tremendous amateur careers and decorations and valor through your young life coming into boxing. But what are your thoughts of fighting your pro debut coming this Friday with a crowd, of course?
I'm excited, and like you said, a long time coming. 8 years of just hard work. Keeping my head down and just working, and now I finally get to show the world what I really made of.
Now, definitely, I don't like to put it out there, but it's like I got the Latino Klitschko's on my show this afternoon. So it's a good look, man. It's really, really good look. And definitely, I could just imagine, of course not. I haven't been there live through your amateur career and your fights. And I would love to get into that, to talk to the fans and tell them about your start and your beginning. But I could just imagine how much both of you really, really pushed each other.
Definitely. Every day we started together. So every day is pushing each other. Like he's my competition every day, and it's like looking in a mirror. He works as hard as me, if not harder. So I know I need to be working harder than him. And every day we challenge each other to be better in the ring and out of the ring.
Now, again, it's not about comparing. You're two great, tremendous young athletes. And Dominic, you're a force to be reckoned with. I saw you fight, and I saw you sit on your punches, and you were very comfortable in there executing your fight that night. how did it feel when the bell rang again? Fighting on the pro levels, business as usual, and the preparation leading up to that. How did it feel for you saying, okay, I got it done. Now I'm ready to go?
Talking about me with the pro.
Yeah.
It was great. It took a little bit to realize, like to comprehend this is actually my first pro fight. But once I was in there, it was game over. I was ready to go and more excited than ever, and it was what I was made to do. What I trained every day to do.
Now, guys, through these young years, of course, looking back, reflecting and thinking about it, with the nucleus around you, your parents and all the support that you've had. I mean, we could just imagine and talk about it as many amateurs, fundraisers and traveling and just the exhaustion of really putting things together and winning so many national championships. Starting with you, Dominic, how old were you, and did both of you come in the sport and recognize the sport at the same time at a young age, or did one before the other? How did that come about? How young were you?
We've kind of always, since as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to box. So we've always had that, like, the fire of boxing in us from watching, Miguel Cotto and just starting at a young age like that. But I didn't really start seriously until I was like 12, 13 years old. And since then, it's every single day I've been in the gym, putting my work in and working as hard as I can.
Now, are you both professors of the sport? Do you love watching Cotto film? Remember when he used to fight on HBO and walk in the ring? There was a swag about Cotto, about how he fought and his style and what have you. And talk about that as far as, what did that do for you as a young fighter?
It put a fire in me, that for me, it motivated me to get into a gym and to start boxing. I wouldn't say motivated me. It just opened my eyes into what I really wanted to do. Just seeing him carry the pride of Puerto Rico on his back and fighting for them and people proud to say that he's fighting for Puerto Rico. It made me want to do that and represent Puerto Rico just like him and carry the people on my back.
There's probably not a bulldozer that they made in construction big enough to get all the belts and awards and trophies and everything out of your room. And as much as you guys have through your career, again, this was an ongoing thing, and timing just have to be right at this time of your career, of course, to go pro, because there's a lot involved. We're going to get into your new management. We're going to talk about your management with Split T. We're going to talk about your promotions with Pro Box. So let's get into that, and let's talk about how they discovered you and how did that turn about.
Well, they were actually looking at us a while back, and they reached out to us a little later, and they saw that they asked me who's my manager. Pro Box did. They asked me who's my manager, this and that, and I told them Split T. They were excited, because they worked with them in the past, and once they got in touch with my manager and his manager, Tim Van Nieuwhouse, we both managed by Tim. Everything was clicking right, and we worked out a good deal, and everything's good to go.
Yeah, he was actually found by Tim first in the Olympic trials, and they were keeping up with him in the Olympic trials. So they found him. They realized he was a great fighter, and they knew that they could build off of him. And then a little while later, they signed me, and they knew that we could be the next big brothers in boxing.
I'll tell you what, Rick Michigan, Peter Kahn, Tim Vanderhouse, these are guys that really know the game of boxing. And it's just humbling to hear that you guys were picked up by him, because, knowing that, watching the history, because I remember like some years back when Teofimo Lopez started fighting, Bob sent him to Boxeo Telemundo, and he started fighting his young fights in Boxeo Telemundo before he started going to the big stage. Watching this with your colleagues and, of course, other fighters around you, doesn't that excite the hell out of you? Wow, my time is coming. It's just being patient in a matter of time.
Yeah, everything's falling in line. It's coming together how we envisioned it, and it's all just been through hard work. And to see that our hard work is finally paying off after years and years of just keeping our head down and working, it's a blessing.
That's awesome. Talk about your team. Talk about your trainers and your team and preparing, of course, for this Friday. Because, again, the bell's going to ring this Friday, and it's back to work, back in the ring.
Yeah, we got a great team, picking the right people and making sure everybody's on the same page as us. We all got the same goal in mind and getting into the gym every day with the mindset of getting better and learning and training hard every day. Number one, training hard. And, we're very confident with our team, and we're going to go very far. Everything's in place to take us on the right path.
Now, of course, I want to ask you guys and your family and everybody's safe. Everybody's doing good. We had a tough year with C-19 and everything. Everybody's okay?
Everybody's good. Thank God.
That's great, man. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Talk about your fans, because even in the amateurs coming into the pros, there are so many people excited for both of you. How gratifying is that? How wonderful is that, knowing that you're going to have such a nice turnout, not just at the arena, of course, in Plant City, but also people tuning in on Boxeo Telemundo?
It's great. That's such a great feeling to know that people are appreciating the work, and most importantly, people are appreciating the way we fight. And it's exciting for fans that people are excited to turn the TV on to watch the Valle Brothers fight, and that's always been the goal. That's our goal in fighting, is we want to be exciting fighters.
Now, definitely, yeah, I know for a fact that you're both exciting. Watching one of you fight live, it's so different when you kind of watch boxing on TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then when you're ringside,
yeah,
and you actually hear the shots, boom, and you see the punches, and you see the vision, you see the fighter bobbing, weaving, tucking his chin, and just laying his shots on. It's like artwork. It's beautiful. It's just like a painting, It's pretty awesome. So give a shout out one at a time to your fans, because again, you got so much great support, and this is a great opportunity, of course, to give a shout out to all your fans. Starting with you, Marques.
Man, I just want to say thank you to all my fans. When I started, it was for me and my family, and my close family to do good for them, but the fans that I just keep slowly building, I'm doing it for them too, and the more fans I get, the more motivated it keeps me, and I appreciate every single one of them.
Yeah, and for me, I want to thank all of them, for especially the fans coming from New York and flying down so far to come watch a one fight. That's my pro debut. Is amazing, the support we get from everybody out there.
It's just the beginning, the many to come, definitely, right?
Yes, for sure.
So, guys, of course, every fighter has their own ritual. When you guys were in the amateurs, did you do your own hand wraps, or did your trainer wrap your hands for you most of the time?
It was all about how you felt, but mainly I wrap my own hands, and I would wrap his hands too.
Yep.
Now, there's definitely a reason for that, and I would love for you to share with the fans the importance in how you made that decision for yourself, because you know your tools of war. You know what it takes when you put those hand wraps on exactly the way you're supposed to put them on. Give us a little light about that.
I would just, because I've had a lot of trainers wrap my hands, so I would just take, okay, I like the way he wraps my wrist, but too much here, and I just took whatever felt good and whatever made me confident and feel the strongest and most ready to get in the ring and do my job. The only way I could do that is have myself do it, and thankfully I have a good team now, so we're all on the same page. But growing up in the amateurs, it was a little different.
And I always trusted him with anything he did with my hands. I always know what he did to himself, he's gonna do to me, and he's gonna make sure his best interest is protecting me. So I always had all my belief in him.
And that's one thing about both of you is that, again, knowing you and watching your pro debut and stuff like that, you guys aren't really at all on social media. You're not Twitter fighters.
Right.
You know, you're not into that kind of stuff. You're both very humble guys and are very, very serious about what you do and the work that you do. Talk about the training and the preparation, starting with you, Dominic, working up to your fights. Because, again, I know you guys push each other. I know there's been times, I'm sure, out of different levels, you have to work with each other and spar with each other. This isn't like when you were real young fighting over the PlayStation.
Right.
This is business. This is your life.
Yeah,
talk about how important that is, Dominic, preparing leading up to this fight as a pro.
The training is 100%. It's everything. And I've worked for 8 years. I'll say I've worked every single day. I've never missed a day of training, and training is my life, and boxing is my life. So everything I've earned through hard work, and I mean hard work. It's not anything for show. I don't do no training for show, anything for fun. Everything's been designed to make me the best fighter I possibly be, and I put all my belief in my training.
Now, I've read somewhere that both of you are pursuing or getting involved in modeling. Is that correct?
Yes, I modeled for Finish Line and Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was nothing ever planned. It was just they found us on Instagram and they wanted us to become people. The next models want us to model for them, so we said yes. That's a great opportunity for us, especially with boxing. That's
crazy exciting.
Definitely.
You see, the best is yet to come. I'm telling you. This is just the beginning of the ride, and we're very delighted and happy to have you both on the show. We understand that we gotta land a plane because tomorrow's the official weigh-in. Yes. Time to punch in the clock tomorrow. Get on weight and go eat, which is the best part.
That's part.
And then of course, that's right. Don't go far. I'm gonna be there. I heard the food there is pretty nice at the place that we're supposed to have the weigh-in. Yep. So, like I said, thank you so much, and give a shout out to your family. Give a shout out to your family because this is very, very special for both of you.
Man, my family, they've been there 100% of the way since the very beginning. You know, they helped sign me up for the gym. They've been to every single fight, and especially my dad. You know, he's put every ounce of his energy into everything we need and we do for this boxing. You know,
there's no doubt we wouldn't be where we are right now without our dad, for sure. He's pushed us to levels we didn't even think were possible, and my uncles too, from up in New York, they help us work a lot, and when we're with them, they also put their time in us. They're our trainers too. Everybody in our family cares about our vision, and everybody wants to help to make the vision become a reality.
We're just blessed to have such a nice, close, caring family. You know, it really helps a lot in boxing.
Thank you so much, guys, for expressing those words because they're very, very awesome. And Dominic, starting with you, how can the fans follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram at Dominic Valle _, and you can follow me on Facebook at just Dominic Valle.
Same.
Marques
Valle on Instagram, Marques Valle on Facebook.
Once again, the Valle Brothers, we thank you so much. We thank Mr. Jonas. We thank Split T Promotions. Publicist Bernie, always on point. Always on point, working very hard. Let me tell you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the sport. Been around him a lot of years, and it's just humbling and delighting to have these opportunities. And I hope later on in the near future I can have you guys back on the show.
Definitely. We have a great team behind us, so I'm blessed with that.
We're looking forward to it.
Are you guys going to be coming out? Is there going to be any launches soon with some gear, with some T-shirts and some stuff coming out?
We've been thinking about it.
Not yet, but we're thinking about things right now.
I gotta link you with somebody, man. There's somebody I know in California I can link you with. They do a lot of the boxers. They do Teofimo. They do Xander Zayas. They got a really good hook, man. You see, okay. We could work something out with them. But again, thank you guys, and we'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow. Boxeo Telemundo this Friday. The Valle Brothers will be fighting on Telemundo. Everybody tune in. Guys, thank you so much. Keep on punching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. The Slip Punches Show, Damon Gonzalez. We appreciate all your support. The Valle Brothers will be here this Friday. Super excited about their fights. Super excited. Tomorrow, they make their official weights in Plant City, Florida, which we will be bringing you that coverage on Latin Box on Instagram and Facebook, Latin Box Sports, and Boxeo Telemundo, All-Star Boxing social media. You can follow All-Star Boxing Inc. on Instagram and All-Star Boxing on Facebook to get more coverage of the weigh-ins and, of course, the fights on Friday. Once again, Damon Gonzalez, have a good afternoon. Thank you so much, and we'll be talking to you soon. Take care.